So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Something is trending, and I don't know if you come across it. Something called black fatigue, and some people have been calling blacks. There's been a lot of criticism on how blacks are operating, how they work, how they do things in public, in private. I don't know if private also, but then there have been some kind of public outrage, not only from whites but also from black themselves, because some are saying that they don't like how their fellow blacks are conducting themselves in the street, everywhere, malls, everywhere. So they want to look at this thing that's trending. And then we want to look at its definition, what it means, if it's true, if it's really happening, and then thereafter we'll also look at your opinion if you've experienced it. So first of all, I want you first to look at this video and what happened here. Now, let's first go to definition. Then we'll talk about that later. Now, black fatigue, from its definition, is kind of repeated variations of stress, physical, emotional, and even I don't know, spiritual also, that black people or probably minority people go through. That result from repeated um, racial discrimination, racial profiling that's going on around them. But then I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we don't want to be racist. We are not racist here. I hope you're not. But then, if you watch that video, what do you think about it? Do you think, okay, something has been going around. Some are complaining that black people are using racism as kind of scapegoat to elude accountability on their behaviors. That some people can just act weirdly in public, and then maybe if you confront them, they try to, mostly if you're a white person, then they just start to complain, you're trying to be racist, things like that. Like they just don't want to be accountable for their actions. So that's why I really want to look at what people are saying. Mostly social media, the whites, the blacks, some people are against it, some are pro it. Let's look at some of the comments social media, then we'll come back.
Black fatigue is a thing. Newsflash. White people don't want to live around ratchet black people. And black people don't want to live around ratchet black people. I mean, it's nothing like going to the Walmart on a Sunday morning and then you see the bonnet crew walk in. Loud, obnoxious, the kids are everywhere, in every aisle, unattended. And that's anywhere you go. No matter what. They're highly emotional, highly sensitive. You can't say nothing. You can't even smile and hold the door for them because they'll look at you like you're crazy. And always the victim of something. Either you stepped on a shoe, you looked at them wrong, you told them good morning. They're never happy, they're never satisfied. And you wonder why normal, good black people move out of the hood as soon as they start getting successful. I was one of those black people that said, man, if I made some money, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna buy up this, buy up that. I'm gonna support the community. As soon as I got my money, I got the fuck up out of there because they don't know how to appreciate good shit. And my suburban kids don't need to be dealing with that bullshit. Crab in a barrel mentality. Never take accountability for nothing. So yeah, black fatigue is a thing. And I'll tell you, a lot of people are fucking tired. They're tired of dealing with these kind of people on a daily basis. I mean, I get anxiety when I walk inside of a mall nowadays. I mean, because you got these YNs running around and they don't respect nothing. So I don't care what anybody says. White America is tired of you, and we are too.
We are in 2025 now, and it's true that we should not be judged by the skin color, but probably from our character, personality, and probably what we do. And no one explains it better than this guy. Just listen to what he had to say. Then we'll come back later with that.
Black fatigue. This video might make you uncomfortable, but it needs to be made. There's a growing sentiment, most recently, of individuals who are proclaiming they do have black fatigue. And you don't have to be a non-black person to have black fatigue. What does that phrase actually mean? Essentially, black fatigue is a growing weariness of the actions of the quote unquote black community. But it goes deeper than that, because we are in 2025 now, and we are being judged based on the content of our character and not the color of our skin. But the interesting part is, the lie that's been sold to the black community in particular is that the color of our skin dictates the content of our character. That's why in the black community, sometimes you'll hear people say, oh, you are acting white, when they're talking to someone like myself who doesn't act the way most people would expect a conventional black person to act. In their minds, there is a correct way to act black. And the people in your ethnic group who fulfill those very negative stereotypes, those are the ones who are going to essentially drag down the collective whole. And that's why there's individuals who are black who do and can have black fatigue, because they see how damaging it is to see the worst of us attract all this negative attention that then unfortunately gets ascribed to the entire race all too often. But what's unfortunate is, here in 2025, now we have to contend with the fact that there's people who are so sick and tired of seeing those negative aspects, those negative individuals in the black community attracting all this attention. That's what is spurring this black fatigue. I think it's something that needs to be talked about. And until we turn inward and address the issues in our own communities, I fear that this is only going to continue and get worse. And that's exactly what the powers that be want. They want to have us against each other instead of us against those who are really pulling the strings in the background.
Black fatigue. It's all over my FYP page. Thank you. I am so happy that this is being brought up. And oh, by the way, for us white people that have been around the block a long time, this isn't new to us. We've been dealing with this for over 40 years. Here's my story. This is about 2015. I'm at Put-in-Bay. Put-in-Bay's on South Bass Island in Lake Erie. There's a bunch of bars out there. It's a great place for adults to go play. Think of Pat Daly, Mad Dog Adams. If you don't know those guys, think of Jimmy Buffett. I'm sitting on a bench on Delaware waiting for my wife, who's in a shop shopping. And at the time, the traffic is two ways. And I think I witnessed why it is no longer two ways. It's a Saturday afternoon. The island is packed. The traffic is bumper to bumper. These two guys going in opposite directions decide to stop and have a chat. Not for a couple seconds, not for a couple of minutes, but I think it was around 10 minutes before people started to threaten them. But around the 5-minute mark, I'm just sitting there with my arms folded, just shaking my head. And I hear this voice. This is what's holding us back. This is why we're hated. And I turned around to see who had said it, and it was a black couple about my age. And then he looked directly at me and said, 30 years ago, I'd go down there, grab those idiots by their dreadlocks, and teach them a lesson their fathers never did. And I looked at him and went, 30 years ago, I'd have been right there with you. I have hated this type of behavior my entire life. I've never gotten it. How self-centered do you have to have no respect for any other human being? It's all about you. These are the people I've spent my life avoiding. But I had never thought about it from the black community side. And I gotta say, it sucks a lot more for you guys than it does for us white people, because you're associated with it, right? There are a lot of whites that just put you all together. And it has slowed down the healing of this country. But seriously, 40 years ago, racism should have been over. Unfortunately, the Democratic Party has continued to fan the flames of racism to make money and to get votes. I'm so thankful that a lot of you are waking up to this. And again, I can't stress this enough. This isn't a black thing. This is a behavior thing. Some of my closer friends are black, and I love and appreciate them. And I'm very thankful that they have not allowed the crappy behavior out of some to drag them down. Well, I hope you're having a great day. I hope to see you tomorrow.
Well. Okay. We are in 2025, and I really want to believe that racism has really gone down. It might be still be there because, maybe we may not be able to stop it 100%, but then I believe it has gone down with a great extent. And then we should be judged, just the way that previous guy said. We should not be judged according to the content of our behaviors, not just from the color of our skin. And it's also true that we should be accountable as people. We should behave in a way that should bring discomfort to other people just because probably we belong to a certain community, race, or ethnic group. So just be mature. What's your opinion over this thing? Have you experienced it? Have you ever seen someone doing something and you're like, no, we should not be doing that just because of the way you are white or black? Let me know in the comment below, and don't fail to subscribe.